Hi everyone, how are you this Saturday morning here in Kansas anyway? How are you? I am Bess McCarty, coach for network marketers, shrink of MLM, body-mind therapist, personal growth therapist and coach. And today I'd like to talk about why we cannot change another person, but what we can do instead to ease the frustration or the pain of running up against something that is that uncomfortable in our lives. But first I would like to give you a little announcement in case that you might like to know anyone, in case you might know someone that might be interested in this. I'm doing a Real Conversations phone support class for people on Tuesday nights. And this is a class where we will talk about how to have a better health, relationships, careers, how to improve our lives. So I'm going to be teaching every single class, teaching one aspect of that, and then we're going to open it up to. I'll be teaching, including self-help, that is. Then we're going to be opening it up to processes, where people will actually be doing live processes on the class. And this can be anonymous if you wish. It certainly will be confidential. It's a personal growth support group and experiential processes that we'll be doing. It'll be very deep and very powerful. So you can bring your own process, or you can learn from other people's and just listen in. So I put that in a Facebook group called Real Conversations Class. You can find that in Facebook event, Real Conversations Class. And welcome, Gohil and Elizabeth. How are you? I was just thinking of you. And Bala and Brian, how are you guys? Okay, so what I'm sharing about is a class on Tuesday nights. It's going to be a confidential, possibly anonymous support group for people that want to work on themselves, that love personal growth, want to better their lives, want to learn a self-help method, which I'm going to teach at the beginning of the class, and also some lessons about how to have a better life. So, welcome. Yeah, I was thinking there's so many people that are going to really enjoy this class. So you can find out more information at the Facebook event, Real Conversations Class. And right now, today, though, I'm just doing a real quick live. I'd like to share about why we can't change people, but what we can do instead. Wanting to change people can be very, very frustrating, whether it's a relationship that we're in, or if you're network marketing, whether it's a team member, just why can't they produce? I know that they have the potential to be so much more. What will it take for them to switch over into changing their lives like I know that they can? Or if it's a relationship that we're in, gosh, everything would just be perfect, that they would only just get this one thing. And I'm trying so hard to help them get this thing and they just won't get it. Or maybe it's a family member that we feel that way about. We might feel sad or frustrated or angry or anything like that. Okay, first thing that strikes me or helps me to remember this is, okay, Bess, realize and remember how hard it is to change myself. And then good luck getting me to be able to change another person. Even if I could, it would be a disrespect of the law of respect, the law of boundaries. It says it's that person's right to be who they are, and if any change happens, it needs to happen from the inside out, not the outside in. It has to be their idea, their way, their desire, their hunger, their why to change. So this happens if we know somebody in our lives that is despondent or just doesn't think well of themselves, we want to help them, or somebody that's just blowing things in their life, messing it up, drinking, cheating, spending, doing something that you think, oh, if only they would wake up. What we can do, we can't change them. We can inspire them, we can offer education, we can offer to support them. But I teach people how to be okay with accepting that person as they are. That's the only way out. And the only way to give them the space and the time and the patience to change if and when they want to. But how do we be okay in the meantime? How do we not want to interfere in their lives, get them to change for us. And when we admit it, we really want them to change so that we can become more comfortable in some way, that it would benefit us, right? So I recommend that we look and see, well, what is the thing that I would get if they did change? And how can I give that thing to me right now? Like if I would, have an easier life, if a relative had their stuff together and I wasn't, supporting them or something like that. How can I have that easier life now? I can set boundaries, I can offer them education, but I can realize the difference between me and them, that there is a dividing line, there is a boundary, and that they need to learn the lessons of their own actions coming back to them, that it's not up to me to save them. And even if I do, I am delaying them learning if I prevent them from needing to face that they need to pay their own bills or something like that. It's preventing them from learning. So that's how I can give myself an easier life in the beginning, in the now. If it's a network marketer, how can I be okay with my team not producing? Well, you produce, right? We take the responsibility ourselves to do what we wish others would do. And in network marketing, that is being sure that you're going out and doing your presentations, and therefore recruiting people, and selling your product and service and recruiting people. So whatever we wish that person to do, we can do that ourselves, and that often will take the pressure off. Okay, why don't they produce? Why don't they produce? Look and see, am I producing? And welcome, Kalai. Good to see you. Welcome, everybody. If you're watching the replay, please type that in, because I'd like to thank you for watching. So this is one of the ways that I help people to deal with frustration, procrastination, fear, anger, disappointment, discouragement that comes up in life, or we run across something. What I mentioned about trying to change people is actually a lot of money made on the internet for relationships that teach you how to control the other person. Make him adore you, make him do whatever you want, because they're appealing to the deep pain inside of a man or woman when a loved one is not, it turns away from them and it causes this deep pain, and they say, learn the one phrase that will make him yours forever, and all this stuff. A lot of money, hundreds and thousands of dollars are spent, or more, to try to learn this secret method to get to control another person. But again, that's against the spiritual laws of non-interference in another person. Better if those classes would teach how to be okay with that, how to free yourself of that longing and that compulsion to control or change or get another person to do what you want, whether it's loved one, family, business, or anything like that. So this is exactly what I teach as an inner child therapist. A lot of times this goes back to childhood. A lot of times in private coaching and private sessions, I will take someone back. We'll discover where that came from, what scene or scenes or role models that they had that lead to show them, well, this is the way you handle life, right? You try to control people, you try to change them. So I help them to rewrite history, in essence, to go back with that child that they were and still are bringing forward, that dysfunctional part that they're still bringing forward, to go back and heal that and help that and do life in a better way, to become happier, have a better life, whether it's health, wealth, love. So this is my life's work. I love it because I need it. I'm taking steps in this every single day, learning new things, helping new people every day, bringing this all back to people I work with. So I do this in private coaching sessions. You could private message me for that, and also do it in group sessions, such as Tuesday night, the Real Conversations class that I mentioned. You can find information at that at the Facebook event, Real Conversations class. And let me know what you think. Give me a call if you have questions about it. It's going to be on Tuesday nights, 8 p.m. Central Time. Lasts 90 minutes. It's going to be a lesson, self-help lesson, psychology lesson too, a short one. Then we're going to open it up to processes, live processes. So you can You can either bring an issue to work on or listen to everybody else, which everyone learns by listening to other people too. So it is all confidential, can be anonymous if you want. It's just going to be phone. You can dial in anonymously, use a different name, but it's your chance to work with me in a group, which is more affordable than private sessions. Private sessions, though, go deeper, and I recommend either one that fits you. So welcome, Adriana. How are you? I'm going to close this live now. I'll put the link in the comments, and hope this gave you a little boost today and a little help and a little hope to get out of the frustration that it never works to try to change somebody. It never works anyway. So maybe we can shortcut that, get you to a solution of working on yourself and how to be okay with people as they are. Okay, take care, everybody. See you tomorrow. I'll come back on with another cool tip. Thanks. Take care. Bye-bye.